Good morning. I'm excited to present Vita Imaging. We are a medical device company developing a suite of products that is focused on innovative and non-invasive cancer detection. Today, I'm going to be presenting Aura, which is the first product that we are launching that was developed for skin cancer detection. We believe that we are in a very unique position as a company in that we are an early stage company. However, we are also on the verge of commercialization. Why skin cancer? I wanted to just present a few compelling facts and stats about skin cancer. It is the most common form of cancer in the US today. There are more skin cancer than all forms of cancer combined today in the US. It is very costly in terms of treatment, costing $8 billion annually to the US for the treatment of skin cancer. So it has a very compelling economic burden on the economy. Skin cancer is a disease that, if recognized and treated early, is almost always curable. It has a 99% cure rate. The opportunity. We believe that skin cancer is a problem in search of a solution. Current detection methods are inadequate. It is heavily reliant on visual inspection, which is very variable because it's dependent on the level of expertise and experience of the physician who is conducting the inspection. They're still using that ABCDE diagnosis guideline. And the gold standard at present is biopsy or histopathology, which is very invasive, costly, and frequently inaccurate, requiring repeat biopsies, thus escalating the cost and invasiveness to the patient. So at the moment, there is no standard diagnosis for skin cancer. Our solution is the Aura. The Aura is a non-invasive cancer detection imaging device using a very unique and novel technology called Raman spectroscopy that is able to identify benign versus malignant lesions. It generates fastest results in the industry in under 1.5 seconds. It has higher sensitivity and specificity rates than our competitors and is able to produce results with the lowest rate of false negatives. It's more accurate for that reason in ruling in disease, and it is a lower incidence, as I indicated, of false positives. It's easy to use for end users, physicians, dermatologists, and other medical professionals with very limited training required. We also have regulatory approval in progress, both for the CE mark and the FDA. The solution, how it works. It is incredibly fast and easy to use. As you can see, it's a 3-step process that's able to be completed in less than 1.5 seconds. And we believe that because of its ease of use and efficiency, that it integrates very, very easily and optimizes the physician's workflow. How it works. Raman technology has actually been around for quite a while. It was discovered originally by the physicist C.V. Raman in the 1920s, for which he received a Nobel Prize. It is a non-invasive light-based tool that provides rapid tissue assessment in the human body. It also provides a molecular fingerprint. In the past, the signal for Raman was just too weak to be able to be applied broadly for clinical applications. But with the advent of laser technology and a camera, we have been able to apply in healthcare and biotechnology the Raman spectroscopy. So in the past 15 to 20 years, there's been increased use of Raman technology for clinical applications. Why it works? Well, the Raman technology is actually, the Aura, is actually a technology that has benefited from over 20 years of extensive R&D. The device was actually developed by a leading researchers and scientists and clinicians based out of BCCA, British Columbia Cancer Agency in Vancouver, and UBC, University of British Columbia. To date, the clinical studies conducted using Aura is the highest and most comprehensive study ever conducted using Raman on the skin. All of the studies have been published in peer-reviewed publications, and it has also, we believe, exceeded FDA benchmarks. When we have had our discussions with the FDA, they've been very supportive and very impressed with the fact that we have a very novel technology that shows tremendous promise, not only for skin cancer, but for other types of cancer. Our competition, looking at the fact that we believe we're entering a market that currently has no market leader. So it is a fairly wide open market. As you can see, we have identified two devices that we believe to be our competitors once we are fully commercialized. But we believe that still our ability to deliver results very rapidly, our high sensitivity and specificity are far superior to the other devices. We've also been very fortunate in getting that feedback from regulatory bodies, since we're in the process right now of securing regulatory approval about the uniqueness of our device. So much so that because there is no other device out there that is on par with the Aura, we're considered to be a novel device with no substantially equivalent or predicate device in the market. Additional opportunities for future products in development with Vita Imaging are very, very promising because Aura is part of a platform technology. And so we believe that we are able to leverage the technology and know-how of Aura to be able to expand on the other core technology, and that would be developed for the use of lung cancer, oral cancer, nasal cancer, and colon cancer. Our business model and go-to-market plan is we would like to actually deliver this on a risk-sharing lease model. The data ownership would be retained by Vita Imaging. We believe that ultimately that data would be a very valuable asset for the company. And as I mentioned, we are on the verge of regulatory approval, looking to launch in the EU by the end of this year. Not much to say here about the financials, since we know that with COVID, the market has changed, so we will likely be adjusting this. But I think suffice to say that we predict a steady road to profitability, and even under very conservative estimates, we are predicting still that it would be trending in the right direction to profitability in a short period of time. Our funding needs at the moment, things were slower under COVID. We've raised $1 million to date in an angel round, and our plan is to raise $10 million, which is consistent and on par with other devices that are comparable to ours in the market. And ultimately, we want to invest in a 5-year development phase for Aura and look at an exit of either an acquisition or an IPO. Reasons to invest: we do believe this is a very exciting time to invest in Vita Imaging and in Aura because we are on the verge of commercialization, and we're able to leverage and benefit from over 20 years of substantial R&D that has been devoted to the development of this device. And lastly, we believe that by retaining data ownership of Aura, that becomes another asset that we believe will have a very high valuation at time of exit. Thank you.